Ever watch someone brag about investing in stocks, crypto, or the next big opportunity while they're drowning in credit card debt charging 22% interest? It's financial insanity. That's like trying to fill a bathtub while the drain is wide open and celebrating because you poured in another cup of water. Yet millions of people do this every day. They obsess over stock picks, argue about ETFs, ask whether Bitcoin will double, while their financial foundation is collapsing underneath them. And here's the brutal truth. Most people are investing in the wrong order. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because nobody ever teaches them the proper sequence. And getting that sequence wrong can cost you tens, or even hundreds, of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Because building wealth isn't just about how much you invest, it's about where each dollar goes first. There is an optimal order, a financial hierarchy, a step-by-step sequence that maximizes your returns, reduces unnecessary risk, and accelerates your path to financial independence. Ignore it, and you can spend decades investing while secretly sabotaging your own progress. So in this video, we're breaking down the exact order you should invest your money, from your first dollar to advanced wealth-building strategies. And some of these steps will surprise you, because in certain cases, the smartest investment you can make isn't investing at all. Imagine trying to build a house. Would you start with marble countertops and designer chandeliers before pouring the foundation? Of course not. But that's exactly how most people handle money. They buy stocks before building an emergency fund. They invest in crypto while carrying debt. They open taxable brokerage accounts before maximizing tax shelters. They focus on flashy wealth-building tactics while ignoring the boring systems that actually create wealth. And the cost of doing this wrong is massive. Every month you carry high-interest debt. That debt compounds against you. Every month you ignore your employer's retirement match, you're turning down free money. Every year you skip tax-advantaged accounts, you hand more of your returns to the government. This isn't a minor optimization. It's the difference between building wealth efficiently and playing financial hard mode for the rest of your life. Before you invest a single dollar, build an emergency fund. Yes, it's boring. Yes, it's not exciting. No, nobody on social media brags about their savings account. But an emergency fund is what keeps your financial life from imploding the moment reality shows up. Because life will happen. Cars break down. Jobs disappear. Medical bills appear out of nowhere. Family emergencies happen. And if you don't have cash set aside, you'll be forced to sell investments at the worst possible time, rack up high-interest debt, or completely derail your financial progress. That's why your emergency fund isn't just money. It's financial armor. A good approach is to save your first $1,000 as quickly as possible, then build to 1 month of expenses, and eventually grow that into 3 to 6 months of living expenses, depending on how stable your income is. If you're salaried with a secure job, 3 months may be enough. If you're self-employed or work in a volatile field, you may need 6 or more. The amount matters, but the bigger point is that having cash reserves changes your psychology. You stop living in panic mode. You stop making desperate decisions. You gain breathing room. Once your emergency fund is in place, the next priority is eliminating high-interest debt. If you have credit card debt charging 20% or more, that is your emergency. Carrying high-interest debt while investing is mathematically irrational. You're not building wealth. You are running uphill on a treadmill. Paying off a 22% credit card balance is the equivalent of earning a guaranteed 22% return. There is no stock market investment that can promise you that. Every dollar used to eliminate high-interest debt is giving you a risk-free return equal to the interest rate you're avoiding. The smartest strategy here is the debt avalanche method. List all your debts, rank them by interest rate, pay the minimum on everything, and throw every extra dollar at the highest interest debt first. It's the most efficient method mathematically and will save you the most money over time. Now here's the big exception. If your employer offers a retirement match, contribute enough to get the full match even if you still have debt. Why? Because employer matching is free money. And in many cases, it represents an immediate 50% to 100% return on your contribution. If your employer matches 50 cents on the dollar, up to 6% of salary, contributing that amount instantly boosts your money before the market even moves. No investment on earth beats a guaranteed immediate return like that. So contribute enough to capture the full employer match, then go right back to attacking debt. Once debt is under control and your match is secured, it's time to maximize your IRA. This comes before maxing your 401k, because IRAs usually give you better investment options, lower fees, and more flexibility. Many employer retirement plans are packed with mediocre mutual funds and expensive management fees that quietly eat away at your long-term returns. An IRA gives you the freedom to choose low-cost index funds and ETFs that let more of your money stay invested in compounding. Over decades, even a 1% difference in fees can cost you a shocking amount of money, so minimizing fees matters far more than most people realize. If you have access to a health savings account, this is where things get really powerful. HSAs are arguably the most underrated investment vehicle available because they offer a triple tax advantage: tax deduction when you contribute, tax-free growth while invested, and tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. That combination is incredibly rare and incredibly valuable. The best strategy, if you can afford it, is to pay your current medical expenses out of pocket and leave your HSA invested. Save every receipt because you can reimburse yourself years later. That allows your HSA to keep compounding tax-free for decades while preserving your ability to withdraw money later completely tax-free. After that, return to your 401k and max out the rest of your contributions. At this stage, you're fully leveraging tax-advantaged retirement accounts and doing better than the vast majority of people. Most Americans never reach this point because they never save enough to fully utilize multiple retirement vehicles. If you get here, you're already operating at a level financially that most people never achieve. Only after all of those tax-advantaged options are maxed out should you move into taxable brokerage accounts. This is where most people start, which is completely backward. Taxable accounts are valuable, but they are less efficient because dividends are taxed, capital gains are taxed, and every sale can create a tax bill. That tax drag reduces your long-term compounding significantly. But taxable accounts still serve an important purpose. They offer flexibility. They can fund early retirement before you can access retirement accounts, help with future home purchases, or build wealth beyond contribution limits. They matter, but only after your tax shelters are full. So here's the correct order to invest your money. Build an emergency fund, eliminate high-interest debt, get your employer match, max out your IRA, max out your HSA if available, max out your 401k, and then invest in taxable brokerage accounts. That's the blueprint. Not flashy, not sexy, not exciting, but it works. Because wealth is rarely built through dramatic moves. It's built through disciplined sequencing, boring decisions, and consistency over a very long time. Most people stay broke not because they never invest, but because they invest in the wrong order. Master this sequence, and you'll be miles ahead of the people chasing hype, buying random stocks, and wondering why they never get rich. Financial success isn't about finding the perfect investment. It's about making sure your money is doing the right job at the right time. And once you understand that, building wealth becomes a whole lot simpler. If you found this video valuable, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Because understanding money is one of the most powerful skills you can build, and we're just getting started.